Hello, I'm Ryder. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why this voice? Well, I am still in the dormitory, and there are many friends in the room. It's noisy as heck. That's why I am not able to record myself talking. This video is not premiered because it's unnecessary to do that. And this video shouldn't have existed because most of the Arcaea players have cleared and mastered the difficult patterns in Arcaea charts. But you know, content. In today's video, I will show you the way that I clear the complicated patterns in Arcaea. A little disclaimer, I am not a teacher. I'm not trying to claim that I'm teaching people on how to play Arcaea. I just want to share things with you. In fact, there are many patterns that I have no idea how to deal with. But before we start, let's give a round of applause for surpassing 50,000 views on my YouTube channel. This is crazy to me because I haven't thought about this amount of views at all. Thank you all for supporting me since then. Now, let's get started. I have divided many parts of the video showing the different patterns, so here are the timestamps, or using the chapter feature throughout the video. These are the patterns that I have remembered so far, so please request some more patterns that I missed. Number 1. SOUNDWiTCH pattern. This pattern requires speed of your finger movement, constant stream and tapping notes on the same floor lane. It's hard because when I was trying to learn this pattern for the first time, the two continuous notes in the same lane freaked me out and made me miss them. Take SOUNDWiTCH as an example. At the time the two notes are in the same lane, I have to switch hands to hit the second note. Sometimes, my phone can't register my second tap, and I am unsatisfied. A good thing about SOUNDWiTCH is that this pattern has breaks, so I am able to read the next parts of the SOUNDWiTCH pattern. However, the charter had brought the SOUNDWiTCH pattern to the next level in Infinity Heaven Beyond. I have to read continuously, without pausing or taking a rest. This is why Infinity Heaven Beyond is harder than SOUNDWiTCH Future in terms of this particular pattern. Another chart that represents this pattern is Lithius. Just my opinion, this chart has a slower BPM than both of the aforementioned charts. It's quite easy to read at this slow speed without worrying the tapping errors on the screen. Number 2. 16th stream. This pattern is quite popular in many songs of rhythm games in general. No lie, it's quite easy for me to play this for the first try, despite many misses. A good example of this is Climax, from the Chunitham collaboration. In fact, this pattern is repeated many times in this chart. I'm obviously using my right hand as an opener, then left, then right, then left, and continue until the pattern ends. It's hard to show this method in words. I put my right index finger on the fourth lane of the floor, left third, right fourth, left second, right third, left first, right second, and left first. Do the same thing but mirrored. But how about the switch up of this pattern? It's still simple. After finishing the 8th note of the pattern, I then put right second, left first, right third, left second, right fourth, left third and finish with right fourth. It's even easier if you're doing this yourself rather than listening to my explanations. GoodTech Beyond also has this pattern, but with faster speed. And Tempestissimo Beyond. Number 3. 16th stairs. This pattern is quite similar to the regular 16th stream, but there is a tricky part. It's easy if you get the hang of it. Taking Malicious Mischance as an example, this pattern appears at the beginning of this song. I'm not using my left hand for the first note, I'm using my right hand first. This pattern occurs as followed: right second, left first, right third, left second, right fourth and left third. I'm not saying it's hard, but it's quite tricky for my first run of this chart. Do the same thing with the other patterns. Halcyon also contains this pattern, but there is a part that the charter has brought to the next level. It's quite hard, right? Let's start with this pattern. I do the same way as before, but after 4 notes on the floor, I have to move my hand to the sky input quickly to catch up the sky notes with the pattern that is exactly the same, then move my hands down to the floor and do the same method. It's quite hard and I'm keeping this statement. Number 4. I'm gonna call this weird 16th stream. Just my opinion, but I believe that this is the worst stream in the history of Arcaea. In Viela's Tears, this is the pattern I'm talking about. Why would you do that? Okay, so this is relatively hard because I'm not only moving my fingers like the SOUNDWiTCH pattern, but it's also easy to miss the combo. I use my left hand on the first lane of the floor as an opener, then the pattern goes as followed: left first, right second, right third, and right fourth. I don't like this pattern at all, especially when it's in Omega 4. The whole chart is not that hard, except for the last part, because I was struggling just to read this part. After the 6th note of the pattern, I'm using my left hand to tap on the 7th note, and my right hand on the 8th note. Do the same thing for the 2nd phase, and then on the 3rd phase, the 1st and the 6th note are switched to sky notes, so I use my left hand for the first one and my right hand for the second one. Do the same for the rest of the notes of the pattern. Number 5. 2 floor 2 sky stream. Yes, too many streams for today. This pattern could be easy because I just start with 2 fingers for the 2 sky notes or floor notes, then I move down or up for the other floor notes or sky notes. The only hard thing about it is to maintain the speed of the stream, or the tempo being reduced over time. NEO Wings also has this, but in the weird note placements. The 2 sky notes are almost positioned in the same spot, so I have to tap on the same position of the screen in order to hit them. Number 6. Normal 3 floor 1 sky stream. This pattern is also easy when you get the hang of it. In A Wandering Melody of Love, the first pattern goes as follows. I use my right hand to tap the first note, and try not to move to the sky input. On my left hand, I constantly tap the floor note, then the sky note, then the floor note, then the sky note again. That means my right hand is not moving and maintaining the position of the note, while my left hand is constantly moving up and down in order to hit the string. Halcyon also contains this pattern, I just have to speed up a lot. Number 7. Tricky 3 floor 1 sky stream. This is one of the patterns that I thought was impossible 3 years ago. Let's take a look at Axiom Crisis first. This is hard, but not too hard. This pattern starts with a sky note, so I use my left hand for this first. Then my right hand taps on the floor note, and then my left hand moves down to tap the floor note, and my right hand taps on another floor note. I repeat this until the stream ends. But there is a catch. I have to move my right hand a lot to catch up on the floor notes, which makes the whole stream difficult. This pattern also appears on Ring Genesis, Stasis, etc. That's it for today's video. I was having my final semester exams, that's why I haven't published any videos these days. But the exams end now, and it's time for me to make videos again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.